what's going on, YouTube family? It's Mace back with another video. Hey, it's about that time we follow up on Coach Deion Sanders. Since my last video speculating the possibilities of Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State. Now, at the time that I posted that video, I did not expect the reaction I received. But of course, not just me, I'm just a small channel, but I'm speaking more nationwide. I mean, then again, who would have knew in today's era this will be made about race, huh? Furthermore, even me speculating the move to Colorado as a potential landing spot for Deion Sanders apparently ruffled some feathers of you guys. Now, not to toot my own horn, but I was right. If you haven't heard by now, Deion is gone. He's gone from Jackson State. Recently, he officially flew out to Boulder, Colorado, and accepted the head coaching position with Colorado University. He and his crew, including his son, Deion Sanders, of course, is also the starting quarterback at Jackson State. We're seen touring the campus and being guided by Colorado athletics and officials. I personally predict that Shedeur and five-star #1 recruit from the 2022 class, Travis Hunter, will be transferring to Colorado with Coach Prime. I mean, I don't think that's too much of a jump on the limb, I guess you could say. Now, that won't be all, however. Even Coach Sanders basically warned the current Colorado players in his first team meeting that, quote, change is coming, and also, quote, I'm coming. Now, he warned them that their spots were in jeopardy. This was very blunt. He was very blunt throughout the entire meeting, I guess you'd call it. Now, Colorado finished last in the Pac-12 this past year in 2022 with a 1-11 record. He even stated and dang near advised that many of them should hit up the transfer portal. Though I'm sure this rubbed a lot of current players the wrong way, I'm sure also if they thought about it a little bit deeper, they probably would respect it. Coach Sanders has already been pretty busy creating the change he stated in his first meeting. He's already fired, I believe, everyone except one current member of Colorado's original coaching staff. He's also expected to bring his own staff, including the hiring of a former head coach from Kent State, Sean Lewis, to be the offensive coordinator. And I emphasize head coach because the fact that Coach Lewis was willing to take a demotion is pretty telling, I'd say, at the least. Coach Prime's also expected to bring his own recruits through the portal and even before signing day. Two obvious examples, like I mentioned earlier, would be his son, Deion Sanders, and Travis Hunter. And so again, my opinion about the situation is the same. Now, I'm happy for Deion Sanders, and I feel this is a situation that most people would have done if they were put into the same scenario. Just the numbers alone financially, it all makes sense. He'll be making exponentially more, as it's reported that he'll be making close to $30 million over 5 years. I believe at Jackson State, Prime was reportedly making around $300K a year, which I believe he donated much of his salary to his current coaching staff at JSU, which says a lot about Coach Sanders as an individual. Now, Deion Sanders also in his press conference speech alluded to safety, not once but several times during his actual speech. And for me, that sparked my ears because he brought it up several times, and it made me remember back in February 2021 during his first game. He coached them to a win to open up the season. His office was actually robbed in the middle of the game. I thought that was a shame, and that was an embarrassment on the school itself, but he got robbed on his first game. I did some digging, and I learned that Shiloh and Shedeur Sanders, of course, Coach Prime's sons, were also victims of theft. Very low crime, such as Boulder, Colorado, is very important to Deion. You compare that to being in Jackson, Mississippi, which unfortunately has one of the higher crime rates in all of the nation. Ultimately, if we look at it strictly football, he also saw this as a major opportunity. He'll be coaching in the Pac-12. He's going to have a major opportunity to have realistic access to better recruits, better prospects, not to mention the state-of-the-art facilities, the better equipment, just a better overall coaching environment. He's human, and I don't have a problem with him going for his and his family's personal best interests. We can't talk about how much money he made as a pro and the endorsements he still receives. Oh, money shouldn't be an issue. Hey, how much he's made over the course of his life, quite frankly, is none of our business. Colorado, I'm not going to lie, I'm really rooting for Coach Prime. I'm rooting for the organization and the school as a whole. I personally predict that Colorado's going to bring in some talent on that portal. I also can see them, I wouldn't be shocked if they flipped a few commits for the 2023 class. We got signing day coming up here in a week or so, early signing period up until February. I would not be shocked if he's already able to touch the 23 class. Can only imagine what the 24 class is going to look like with him having a full recruiting cycle to work with the clients. Already in just a few days, standards been set at Colorado, and the programs went from a low to completely national relevant school overnight. And that's my thoughts on the updated Deion Sanders news and him going to Colorado. And I'm really curious to see what you guys think. At this point, it's been a few days. Everything's kind of settled in a little bit. Hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let's have a discussion about this. I want to see what your thoughts are. And if you made it this far to the end of the video, then you're definitely a real one, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.